Sign Christ. Somebody had a question?
Shalom, y'all. Bashem, y'all. Shabbat, young man Xavier checking in.
Young man Xavier, we got you locked in. I'll go ahead and throw your phone on mute. Hold questions for the end of the class. You know what I'm saying? Most High Christ. All right, so check this out, man. We're going to get straight into it, man. I'm going to show y'all in the scriptures how the spirit that we dealing with today in America, the worship of a woman and the uplifting of a woman up over a man, is indeed an evil spirit that we've been dealing with for 1,000 years, man. And to fall weak up under that spirit is not the spirit of Christ. It's not the spirit of brotherhood, man. I'm telling you like this, whether you understand it or not, being weak up under your woman is what leads to the fall of a nation, man. And it ain't that we don't love our women. It ain't that we don't love our sisters. But we gotta understand that the Lord put an order on this earth for a reason. And I'm gonna touch on that real quick. Let me get 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 14, I believe we want to start at. I'm going to touch on that real quick. Go ahead and get that, Officer Yahanna. And I want y'all to follow along. So we're going to get 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 14. But also, I want y'all to hold Revelations chapter 2, verse 20. I believe. Yeah. No, not Revelations 2 and 20. I'm gonna hold on that one. Salakia. Give me 1 second. I had it right here. I want y'all to hold Revelations chapter 14, verse 1. So read that 1 Timothy when you got it.
Come, sir. The book of 1 Timothy, chapter 2, verse 14.
Go ahead.
And Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived.
Hold on now. Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived. What is this talking about? Who know what this talking about? Go ahead. Anybody in the class? Raise your hand, say Salakia. Well, say Salakia. I can't see your hand. Unmute your phone and say Salakia if you know what this scripture talking about. Don't nobody know?
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead. Who is this?
Big young man, Willie.
Who is this? What is this scripture referring to?
It referring to the fact that when Adam and Eve was in the garden, and Eve was, sitting there talking to that serpent, the characteristic of that serpent, and
Right.
came in and, followed that philosophy.
Right.
It wasn't Adam that was deceived with that. Eve got tricked first and brought that shit to the house of Loki.
Right. And how did she get tricked? How did she get tricked? How she get deceived? Go ahead.
She took it upon herself to go out on her own, and she left her to go and actually listen to the serpent.
Yeah, that's what led to her being deceived. But how did the serpent deceive her?
Salaki, sir.
Go ahead.
She was deceived because the serpent told her that she wasn't gonna die. Her eyes would be open and she'd be like God.
And essentially, what is that?
That's like it, sir.
Go ahead.
Are you referring to like you were in game or you using smooth words?
Smooth words. That's exactly what I'm looking for. That's exactly what happened in the garden. Adam wasn't deceived, but the woman being deceived, she did what? She brought that back to Adam. What happened essentially with Adam? Adam fell weak, man. She got hit with some smooth words, and then Adam got hit with the smooth words by her. The serpent knew he couldn't go to Adam because the Adam would have been like, hold on, partner. Nah, this is what the Lord said. But what did the serpent know? He knew that his woman was the weaker vessel, man. He knew that his woman was the weaker vessel. That's why it's saying it in this scripture. Read.
Come, sir. The book of 1 Timothy, chapter 2, verse 14. And Adam was not deceived.
That's why it's saying Adam was not deceived. It wasn't that Adam didn't fall weak and was ultimately deceived by a woman. It's referring to the level of naive. What's the word? Naiveness? That ain't no word. Naivety. That's gonna be a word today. Naivety. It's referring to the level of naivety. It's referring to the order of things. It's referring to who is more likely to be deceived, who's more likely to be fooled and played the fool. The woman is, man. Why? Because the Lord just didn't make her like that, man. The Lord gave the instructions to Adam. Adam taught the woman. The way a woman is built, she is built to follow the orders of a man. We cannot reverse that. We cannot reverse that. But I'm going to show y'all that in the demon that we've battled since the garden is the same demon that we battling today, because a woman is very powerful. Don't let this discourage you or fool you. You got power. But the power that you seek, the power that America allows you to thrive in, is a power that you ain't meant to handle. It's a power that if you have, you will destroy the earth. You will, listening to the white man, lock up every brother, put cases on every brother in the goddamn hood, man. Every brother in the goddamn hood got a case on him, man. Whether it be through child support, whether it be through you calling the police on them because of a domestic violence dispute, or whether it be whatever. Through you is how the white man has been using you to put a foot in our ass. And brothers, it's our fault. At the end of the day, we got to be able to look at ourselves and say, it's our goddamn fault. Because the authority and power that you got that's been given to you by the white man, funneled through the Christian church, is a power and authority that you ain't supposed to have, man. You get angry, you get upset, you get emotional, and you don't control that. You don't have the wherewithal to understand that though you got an alt with a brother, how you supposed to work it out and how you supposed to go about being a strong family structure. You sisters, you get emotional, and basically the white man give you that red button. And you push that red button, and that red button absolutely crumbles and destroys the black family structure. And you can't resist the temptation, man. You can't resist the temptation. Read.
But the woman being deceived.
The woman what?
Being deceived.
Go ahead.
Was in the transgression.
She was in the transgression, man. She was wrong. How was she wrong? She was wrong because she was given the law. She understood right from wrong. That's why in the scriptures it say, I don't want to get, we got to get it. Did everybody know what I'm talking about? Everybody familiar with the story? Just unmute your phones and say, Kanawan Khan. All right. Everybody ain't said, but I'm assuming everybody understand this. We done been through this. You done heard this plenty of times in the UPK. You know what I'm saying? The woman said, but the Lord said not to eat of this tree, but to eat of that tree. And then the serpent hit her with the game. She knew right from wrong. You understand? That's another thing, man. In America, they like to play like a woman just so dumb and just so innocent, and that she can't be. It's the spirit is neglect the woman because she can't learn right. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole feminist movement. That's the whole fight for women's rights liberation movement now. It's like we are, you know what I'm saying, we're equal in the fact that we could learn, we could go to school, we could teach, we could do the same job as you. You understand? And in a sense, they right. If they doing the same job, they got the same level of education and degree, they should get paid the same. Why? Because they capable of doing that job. A woman very capable. You understand? But see, that's the patriarchy underneath the white man. You understand? And you sisters, you get fooled into believing that a black man got anything to do with that. A black man in America ain't had control or rule over a black woman since we got off the slave ships. You understand? You black feminists out there, your art ain't with a black man. Your art is with that white man. He the one that say that your education don't amount to his education. He the one that say your work on the job don't amount to his work. A black man ain't had control over his house since the 60s, man. And even that is like, you know what I'm saying, up for debate. You know what I'm talking about? Like, how much control do we really have? Because the whole thing was they had always controlled our ability to work, especially ever since Martin Luther King, the King, ever since that fool, he gave up all that. He said, we're going to give the white man all our power to wield. And ever since then, you know what I'm saying? So sisters, sometimes you just got to look at a brother's situation and give him a break, man. I'm saying straight up. Like, that's sisterhood. And when we talk about brotherhood, don't think that don't apply to you. You are very much able to be honorable. You are very much able to have integrity, to be honest, to be loyal. When we talk about those things, it ain't just about brother. It's male dominated in the sense coming out of the word when you read it, but it applies to the women too. You understand? Keep reading on that.
Come, sir. Verse 15. Notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing.
Uh-huh.
If they continue in faith.
That's it. That's it on that.
Come, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Let me get a little bit more. Let me get a little bit more taste on that. I wanna dive into Job 39, verse I believe. Let me see. Let me get start at verse 16.
Come, sir. The book of Job, chapter 39, verse 16. She is hardened against her young ones.
She is hardened against her young ones, man. Talking about our sisters. They've been hardened against our young ones. Please don't make me have to say it. Y'all see it. Y'all see it on the metro bus. You see it in the grocery store. Black women cussing out little babies. You dumb ass. Oh, stupid ass, get it. Don't touch that. Oh, stupid ass, you gonna pay for that? No, the baby 3 years old can't work a job. And a woman looking at the baby like, is you gonna pay for that? You understand? She hardened against her young ones, man. That is the state of the black woman in America, man. Read.
Come, sir. She is hardened against her young ones.
Uh-huh.
As though they were not hers.
As if they weren't hers. He read.
Her labor is in vain, without fear.
Damn, it's like all that pain you went through, all that suffering, that didn't humble you. That's why I say in Timothy, she shall be saved through childbearing. Because that pain that you suffer is supposed to humble you, man. It's supposed to humble you to let you know to serve your husband, man. To treat your children with respect and with love because of the pain that you had to go through to bring forth the life, man. The precious babies of Israel, man. Those are special children that you birthed out through your womb, man. That's the power of a woman. That is your power, man. It's no greater honor than being a mother, man. Think about Mary and giving birth to Christ. And Christ, who is our king, being the leader of this nation, is the reason we're going to be able to get up out of this turmoil. A black woman is the credit for that. A black woman is the reason why we are going to be able to be lifted up out of America by the hand of the Most High. Because she didn't abort her goddamn baby, man. She didn't believe in the lies of that Christian church, man. That Christian doctrine. And I'm going to show you today that the deity that they was dealing with in this time is the same deity that we dealing with. The deity they was dealing with in that time is the same deity that we dealing with today, man.
Yeah, right.
The worship of a woman, man. The putting up of a woman over a man. They was dealing with that same deity underneath that Roman captivity, man. Underneath the Greek captivity. And Mary didn't succumb to that lie, man. That she should murder her baby, man. Murder her precious sons, man. Like Commander Junior Yahanna say, the reason why these kids are so lively and so active and so our children, and because it's the greatness in them trying to explode out of them, man. They ready to hit the earth and do great things, man. They seasoned with salt. Everything they touch turn to gold, man. Everything they imagine comes to pass. Everything they think gets put. When a nigga got sad and tears fell from his eyes and he picked up a guitar, a nigga made blues, man.
Yeah, right.
And it soothed the earth. It soothed the goddamn earth, man. When niggas got frustrated, when niggas was mad, when the police was kicking our ass all throughout the ghettos, man, and we couldn't fight back, we didn't have no power in our hands, what a nigga do? Start beatboxing on the corner, man, and made hip-hop. And hip-hop inspired the goddamn nation, man. Don't tell me a black man ain't great. Don't tell me a black man ain't deserving of respect and honor. That's why it's nonsense, this feud that's going on between black women and black men. Our sisters, you great too. It takes great strength to be the woman of a black man. Everybody hate him. Everybody gunning. Everybody on the planet telling you not to respect them. Everybody on the planet telling you shouldn't put up with that no good nigga. Everybody on the planet, they make songs for you. They got TV shows you watch 24/7, all on TV, all on network, Oprah's network. All the Ivan social psychology counseling sessions. What's her name? Ivan. That bitch. What's her name? Ivanka. The black woman that's under Oprah. What's her name?
I think her name is Yahanna or something like that.
How about that bitch? When I say that bitch, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about, man. She got some nerve to be sitting up. She'll never check a black woman. She always check that man first, no matter how wrong. She'll do that to you. How dare? I wish a bitch would me in my house, if anything. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous, man. All that witchcraft set up to emasculate a black man, man. Take away his power. The world is set against us, man. The world is set against us. And we get wooed to sleep with what? Smooth words. Just like in the garden, man. Defend the honor of your woman. Defend. Well, if she in the wrong, she wrong. Yeah, you supposed to defend the honor of your woman. But if you supposed to defend your woman, in the times when she's in wrong, you also supposed to correct your woman, man. Just like you supposed to correct your children. Just like you supposed to correct other brothers in your nation when they wrong. How the hell is a woman exempt from that, man? You telling me if we gonna have a nation of laws, everybody gotta follow the law except the black woman? That's chaotic, man. That's what's going on today in the hood, man. You shame brothers, man. Stop laying down and making all them babies. But you laying down and you making the babies. But you decide whether or not you keep them. So when you decide you keep them, now it's like, okay, I'm going to put this nigga on child support.
Right.
Well, then, if that's the case, I should have the choice not to take care of the baby. But nah, it all falls on you. You had the choice to have the baby. You had the choice to destroy that brother's life, putting that bounty on his head. That's what it is.
Yeah, right.
I'm going to tell you straight up, it's a bounty on that brother's life. Right. When you run down to the family court with your bobblehead thinking you know something, I'm going to throw him. I'm going to throw him. And you destroy your father's children. You destroy their future with one swipe of the pen agreeing to the judgment of the goddamn devil, man.
Right.
How much that makes, how stupid do you look? I would like to take a camera down to the family court just to film the dumb faces sitting up in that court. I bet you they look dumb and proud. Weave out the ass. Gold weave, blonde weave, red weave, blue weave. I mean, I bet you it's some clowns down at that family court. Black women don't pray to Jesus. She pray to the family court, nigga. And Yahanna we trust. You know what I'm saying? And don't act like, let's be 100. It ain't about them goddamn kids, man. Them kids be just as dusty. I be looking at the kids and the hair be all toe up. Old throwback clothes. You know what I'm saying? But sisters stay with that weave. Them weaves expensive too, Them weaves expensive. I found out because I got a sister. Now, and I'm talking about a little sister. My sister be liking to indulge and all that. Them $500,000 weaves. They ain't paying for all that because they just making so much money. It ain't that. That's because they extorting you, black man. They extorting you not for the betterment of some more schools in the black community, not more daycares, which would benefit them. Because they got the children, so they got to have somebody to watch them. They not putting that money up and investing. They ain't coming together, feminism, coming together to band together to build schools in the black neighborhood. They not banding together to control the market with our money. You getting our money. Don't say a nigga ain't investing back into the hood. You extorting it out of them. Salaki. Don't say a black man ain't paying for nothing. You extort. You making sure he pay. You trot your black ass down to the family court and you make sure he pay. The money coming out of a nigga pocket goes straight back to the hood, man. And you don't take that money and invest it. You spend it on your selfish black ass, man. That's the truth. That's the truth, man. And then what? And I'm lying. Look at the ghetto, man. Across the goddamn America. I'm lying. That money ain't being used for no good. Not one historically black college was built since the 60s. Not one.
Right.
Not one black business that's dominating the industry in anything has been built. Not one. So you can't tell me that with the garbage they spewing in that Christian church benefits black people, man. This modern day, they hit you with such smooth words that the gender roles. Well, why does there have to be a gender role? I had a sister tell me, Well, why does the man have to be the alpha in the relationship? Why it can't be the woman? I said, bitch, because you a woman. There ain't no such thing as an alpha woman. What is an alpha woman? What is an alpha woman? What the hell is an alpha woman? There ain't no such thing as an alpha woman, man. The man is the head. So what? God said it. God has given man a wisdom that a woman don't have. We done deterred from the scripture. Let me read it for you. So you don't think this nigga just talking. It's probably sisters I know, y'all ain't used to hearing this in the Atlanta class. You know what I'm saying? Y'all probably tuning out. Oh, goddamn well. Go ahead.
Hey, what you saying so heavy right now? I just want to say, these bitches say shit with that crazy shit that they be doing, taking folks to the damn child support office, kidnapping babies from the daddy, all that shit. You right when you say you a stupid bitch.
Man, listen, what you saying is so true when you say kidnapping, because that's what she doing. That ain't her baby, man. I'm going to tell you, black man, you got more power than you think. Your seed is the life. That's your baby that you fertilize in her garden and it grows in her. But it's your property. You planted the seed. And she up and runs with your property. According to God, the bitch would be put to death.
Right.
Luckily, she served the white man. Because guess what? And when I say luckily, I say it in a facetious way. Because it's gonna come a day where nappy head nigga is gonna crack the sky, man. He gonna crack that sky and it's gonna be dark. It's gonna be a trumpet blowing. And it's gonna be loud. It's gonna be menacing. It say every knee shall bow, man. And they're going to be willing in the day of the Lord. Your black woman ain't going to give you no lip. I'm talking about if she utter some back talk, she going to be like, oh, she going to, my bad, I reboot. Because you are going to have so much power, the earth will have no choice but to bow. Your children, as they walk, white people will have to grovel on the ground. That is the distinction that the Lord is going to put between Israel and everybody else, man. You ain't seen no power like this. What kind of power when it arrives on the earth? Every knee shall bow? I fear the day of the Lord. I mean, you just can imagine every knee. Meaning there ain't going to be not one arrogant motherfucker on the earth on Salaki. It ain't going to be one head, I'm not bowing, you know what I'm saying? It ain't going to be one. Not one. Black woman talking about, I ain't serving no black man. He ain't man no head. Not in that day. Your ass going to be on a knee on that day. Both knees. If you smart. If you smart, you won't even look your head up unless you get permission. That's brothers too. You ain't gonna look Christ in his face. You ain't gonna look them angels in the face. When them angels appeared in the scriptures, them prophets was afraid for their life. They didn't look up without permission. You're going to see something and you're going to know that a black man, that the Lord is a nigga, man. You're going to know. You running around in that Christian church listening to that stupid-ass preacher. Your preacher, they ain't said nothing since all this been going on, man. Quiet. They ain't came out with no word, no encouragement. T.D. Jakes trying to get up in there, and he damn near bitched up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all seen that clip with T.D. Jakes? You got to go find it. That nigga damn near crying and singing, and I seen protesters out there doing the crump dance. They doing the motionless dance to the police. Like, I seen one brother on one knee in front of the police saying, y'all humans too. I love y'all, man. I cry at night. I said, that's a Christian nigga right there, boy. That's the nigga that if you go home, his woman be like, yeah, it's your bedtime. She come in, tuck that nigga in, and go fuck the nigga she really with. So excuse my language. She go lay down with who she really get robbed from. Once she tuck you in, and you don't even question it, nigga. You just go straight to sleep. Like, she just loves me and has my back. You know what I'm saying? That's how weak a Christian Negro is, man. And it's distasteful. And sisters know what I'm saying on the low. I'm saying it rough, but sisters know what I'm saying. That box don't get wet to no weak nigga, man. Come on now. It don't get wet to no weak. You despise a weak nigga. When you see a sucker, you'll use him because you carnal yourself. But you ain't respecting that nigga. You ain't holding him up in no high honor or nothing. You'll go sleep with his homeboy in a minute and come back and kiss that nigga on the mouth like, it happens, man. That's what happens when you weak up under your woman.
Damn right.
She running you. She damn near bending you over. I wouldn't be surprised if I go to a Christian. I bet 80% of the Christian household, it's a strap-on in the freak section of the closet, nigga. And that's being used on that nigga. Especially in Atlanta. Every Christian nigga I see come up in that church, I guarantee you that nigga getting bent over. No, don't. I'm telling you, I'm going to show it to you in the scriptures. These same spirits, these same deities is back in Rome. They was homosexuals in Rome. In Greece. They was loving to have a woman put a strap on and penetrate them from the back. All that's going down in that nasty Christian church today. Eddie Long, for sure, was getting rotted out by his woman. I'm trying to tell you. Keep reading on that.
Sir. Job 39 and 17. Because the Most High has deprived her of wisdom.
I try to tell you. She ain't got what you got, black man. You know what she got? She got enough emotion and enough vigor in her to keep you on point. To keep you working. To keep you having to be a man. That is the power of a black woman. A black woman ain't gonna let you be weak. You want to be weak in that Christian church. That's why you go. You sing, you cry, and you want to feel like, okay, it's okay. I can let myself, You niggas want to, Damn that, man. You got to constantly be at war with what the demons that you know is going to plague you and your household, man. Keep reading. I got to get into it.
Sir. Neither hath he imparted to her understanding.
What is that understanding, man? What is that understanding? That understanding is the scriptural breakdown on how a household and a nation is supposed to be ran. She ain't understanding that. That's why they argue you up and down all day when you say a man is the head of a woman. It's obvious. You can't whoop my ass, or you can't whoop my ass. You can't be in charge. It's obvious. It's simple. It's simple things that obvious. It makes it obvious that a man is over a woman. Sisters, when your head face down in a pillow and your ass in the air, that nigga's in charge of the situation. How the hell you ruling from a face down, ass up position? You making decisions from that position? You know what I'm saying? Like a nigga is in full control once you give your ass up. It's just not, sex is marriage, man. It's simple. It's so stupid to even argue it that a man is the head. That's why I say he deprived her of this wisdom. Being deprived means you lack that understanding.
Yeah, right.
So she got to be taught that understanding because it ain't there. You gotta, a woman should be like, I ain't over this. If she had understanding, which some sisters do, because they learn and they know better, But them feminists out there, they don't know that. All them niggas they sleep with, swearing they liberal, swearing they just expressing their sexuality when really they hoeing. All them niggas they laying down with, they swearing that they in charge of this thing that's happening to them. You are just getting gangbanged. You are getting ran through. You are not in no, it ain't no type of polygamous relationship for you. It ain't none of that. It ain't no relationship in those regards. It's you just laying down being a whore. And brothers are so evil because they was brought up in that Christian church with no man in the household to teach them no sexual discipline, that you lay down with that woman knowing she like that, and you just contributing to the cycle, man. You out there having frivolous sex. That's why when it comes time to having a family and a family structure, you don't want to man up and do that because you used to just getting some easy tail and being out. That's why that dowry in our laws was so important. Because in that dowry, you showed that father how much you were willing to respect his property, man, his daughter. You showed that you was willing to work hard for this woman. And that once she belongs to you, you value her more, man. Because you had to work for something. But you niggas out there just getting some easy cake. Oh, niggas in the world living it up, Akim. I'm going to tell you right now, y'all so bent up on this multiple wives when you coming to the truth. I'm going to tell you right now, niggas in the world having way more livelier sex than you are. You know what I'm saying? You a priest and prophet of the Lord, damn near you are. You got days you got to be clean. You know what I'm saying? You going to camp. You going out of town. You barely got time with your woman. You know what I'm saying? It's amazing that the Lord grown us the way he is, because when you do lay down, you just go put babies in them. It's hard being a priest and prophet of the Lord. You got to do all that. Them brothers in the world, man, they just out here having fun. They out here living it up. Oh, they with every hoe imaginable, man. And they giving it up easy. And it's easy nowadays. It's easy. Them niggas, it's just, all you got to do is just say some smooth word, be nice, be kind. If you kind, a woman going to give you some ass. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to prove nothing. If you got an Instagram, if you know how to upload a picture of a car that ain't yours, you going to get some ass. This ain't no joke. I know somebody in the world, every night he'll come home with a hoe, and I'll be like, how? He posts up pictures of cars that ain't his, money that ain't his, and he was getting them. That's the state of what we living in, because there is no order. The Lord deprived her of wisdom and understanding. Keep reading.
Sir, verse 18. What time she lifted up, Salakia. What time she lifted up herself on high.
What? She did what to herself?
Lifted up herself on high.
She lifted up herself on high. In America, a black woman ain't, number one, educated. We got better jobs than you niggas. Get a job, nigga. She lifted herself up on high. Ain't nobody praising the black woman for running to the white man college institution and getting brainwashed. Real niggas know ain't nobody up in college learning nothing. She find every reason to lift herself up over you. A black man ain't even, I'll submit to him if he worthy. What you mean? You'll submit based on worthiness? So where's the loyalty that you got to your own body? You looking for, you know what I'm saying, what some other nigga bring to the table without even considering the value of your own self. So based on what are you determining this? Nothing, man. You lift yourself on high. And when she lifted herself on high, what does she do? Read.
scorneth the horse and his rider.
The horse and his rider. Meaning that mount that a man naturally sits on, which is what is metaphorically speaking as the horse, that authority that God gave him, he's sitting on a horse, essentially. She scorneth the horse and the rider. That's you, black man. You the rider. When she lifts herself up on high, she's trying to be on your level, man. She ain't on your level. And if you got any masculinity, if you got a woman, you will show her why she ain't on your level, man. Every day. Every day it should be a karate match. It ain't cool for Danielson to diss Mr. Miyagi. I don't give a damn how long she been a black belt. You taught her everything she need to know. And now she a black belt in your bullshit. Every now and then you gotta flip the bitch on her back. What the hell? Do not try your master. Every now and then you gotta, and I don't mean go whoop her ass. I mean verbally, spiritually, slow what's up in these scriptures. A brother, that's why I implore every brother to get up in the I.S.U.P.K. Don't go to no fake homosexual group where you gonna be, you know what I'm saying, just you end up flipped on your back. Literally and physically. You gonna learn from a fake Israelite group, and then you go thinking you got the kung fu down pat, and your woman get the whooping on your head. What the hell? You thinking you equipped. You know what I'm saying? You go and learn fake Israelite group, you learn to block, 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 block. And so you think you learned something. And then you go and get your woman, and then she flip you up in a ball. And then have your own child support while you living in the same house as her, man. She getting the rent and your child support. And you just be quiet and grateful. She take care of me. She give me some J's every 2 weeks. That's shameful, man. That's shameful, man. To even want to live like that, man. I'd rather death. You understand? That's what you got to be with. You got to be ready to lose it at any moment. You got to be able to ready to lose. That's why Christ said, you got to be ready to lose everything in this world, man, in order to gain the kingdom. See, it all culminates together. You understand? Now, give me that what we was holding Revelations. What was we holding in Revelations? Revelations. Go ahead.
Revelation 14:1.
Oh, yeah. 14:1.
Come on, sir.
Oh, let everybody get there.
Come on.
You understand? Okay, let's get in. Now, what we at on the time?
7:44, sir.
Oh yeah, we gotta hurry up. Yeah, let's go.
Revelations chapter 14, verse 1. And I looked, and lo, a lamb stood on the Mount Zion. And with him 144,000.
This the chosen right here, man. This what we fighting for, man. Oh, we scrapping. We want to be in that 100. If you in the UPK, you want to be in that number. Right. Oh, how I want to be in that number when the saints go marching in. You want to be that 144,000. I'm going to show you how to get that number, man. How to get up in that number right here, man. Read.
Having his father's name written in their foreheads.
Go ahead.
Verse 2. And I heard a voice from heaven, as the voice of many waters, and as the voice of a great thunder. And I heard the voice of harpers, harping with their harps. Verse 3. And they sung as it were a new song before the throne, and before the 4 beasts, and the elders.
Go ahead.
And no man could learn that song, but the 144,000 which were redeemed from the earth.
Man, these are a special group of men, man. These are brothers that they gonna rule in absolute power. There will be no questioning your power. I'm talking about you sacrifice the lust of this world, you will gain this power, man. And you woman problems, what? There will be no woman problems.
Yeah, right.
There will be no problems. Anything, I wish somebody would disrespect you. It could be life or death for them. They are not going to. Listen, when people sing King David, imagine the type of honor he had. It's going to be greater than that. It's going to be on a level where you serving with Christ. There will be no disputing. There will be no question on who is the authority on the planet. The China won't be able to rise up and say we're going to put an island in the South China Sea and you are not going to do anything about it. There would be none of that. They will go to a black man and say, black man, may I eat tonight? That's how them other nations go. They're gonna be making, they're going to have their own land and their own food and their own crops and their own culture. And they're going to prepare their food and have their own economy and all them things. But every heathen at night before they eat, before they take a bite to eat, they're going to call and just make sure it's cool. Like, is this cool? They're going to be like, you know what I'm saying? They say the kingdom of heaven, the door is going to be open all day receiving tributaries. They're going to be coming from every end of the earth. Just like, I know we made a donation, but let's just go back again just to make sure they cool. By the time we get back, you know what I'm saying, they might have changed their mind. So let's go ahead and give them a couple more talons of gold to make sure they straight. Them Judites crazy. They flip on you in a minute. But, sir, that's everything we have. Well, then we'll starve. Quiet, Shabu. You know what I'm saying? Quiet. Because there will be no refuting you. There will be absolute respect and fear. You talking about how we suffer it now. Oh, they going to hate it in the end. All these nations that raise their head to us, you know how you go in the Arab store and he's stinking, dirty, just naturally dirty. He can't help himself. Stinking, just a loser in spirit. You know what I'm saying? But they got the nerve to have their nose turned up to you. You know what I'm saying? And you going in there, you spending your money with them, and you in the most poverty known imaginable, but you just thriving with greatness is just waiting to exude off you. So you express it through your clothes, through your swagger, through your liking to smell good and your vernacular. You know what I'm saying? And they just hate you. They just like, how can I be like that? You know what I'm saying? How is it they have nothing and still over me? So a bull sits on there with his head all high. I'm telling you, ain't gonna be none of that in that day, man. Well, do you know what it means to grovel on the ground? Like, they not gonna have their head down. They ain't enough. Their head gotta be underneath the dirt. What's that animal? When their head be under the dirt? What's that? What is it called?
Ostrich you talking about?
Nah, I mean that's one ostrich. The ostrich do that, but it's a little weasel, ground weasel.
Like
Groundhog. It's going to be a new species out of all the nations. They're going to be half human, half groundhog when you walk around them. Their head going to have to be underneath the soil because they don't ever want to even attempt to disrespect you by looking you in the eye because they soul might try to be like, I should be where he at. And they're afraid that if it even shows through their eyes, it could be their life. You understand? That is the type of glory that a black man is deserving of. You understand? So keep reading.
Con. Verse 4. These are they which were not defiled with women.
Read it again.
These are they which were not defiled with women.
Read it again.
These are they which were not defiled with women.
You can't be defiled with no woman and being at 144,000. I'm gonna tell you straight up. Your woman running you, you ain't the 144,000, nigga. You one of many. You American. You know what I'm saying? If there's any question about it. If your woman got any type of authority over you, you can't be that 144,000. You cannot fall into that seductive spirit. She gonna give you them smooth words. Oh, baby, you ain't gotta work. I take care. Woo, woo. And then next thing you know, you are as soft as tissue, man. Charmin. You know what I'm saying? She gonna have full authority over you, and you can't be that 100. Christ don't want no nigga like that. I'm sorry to tell you. You thinking that it's honorable to be like, I defend my woman and I for the ladies and blah blah blah. That ain't masculinity. That ain't masculinity, man. It's got to be a balance between that. Yeah, right. Yeah, you defend your woman. That honor and that glory is a man's glory to die for his woman. But with that comes her absolute submission to you.
Damn right.
So you thinking just because you some white knight, you save hoes, that you special? You ain't nothing special in the eyes of the Lord, man. You just out here saving hoes. She don't respect you none, but you got the utmost glory for her. You just running around every time she go, she can charge you up at any moment. Running back, telling you something about your own brothers, and then you go and you speaking on what she telling you to that brother. That's a damn shame, man. That's a damn shame. It ain't gonna creep up in the I.S.U.P.K.
Damn right. Bro.
You are going to be called a beach-ass nigga. I'm gonna show you in the Bible a bitch-ass nigga. His name Ahab. Followed after that bitch Jezebel, man. Don't be Ahab, man. Do not be Ahab. You pillow talking it all. Matter of fact, give me Micah 7 and 5. I'm gonna show y'all something, man. Or maybe start at 4. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go ahead and get that, man. Matter of fact, I'm gonna take some questions while we transitioning. Anybody got a question or a comment? Better make it quick. Go ahead. Who is this?
This young man, Willie, a.k.a. Jack Charles. You was on this shit tonight.
Man, Most High Christ, man. You listen. I'm going to tell you like this. Y'all brothers get up in these scriptures. Y'all get this understanding, man. We making that 144,000, man. You know what I'm saying? All praises to the Most High. All glory to the Most High. Y'all got that Micah?
Come, sir. I have Micah 7. Talaki, you know the verse?
Started, I think it's 4. I'm trying to find it. Go ahead, try that.
All right, come on, sir. The book of Micah.
Hold on, somebody at the door. Go ahead, keep reading.
Come, sir. The book of Micah, chapter 7, verse 4. The best of them is a briar.
Now jump down to 5.
Verse 5. Trust ye not in a friend.
Trust ye not in a friend. Now what is it? Does it mean you can't trust your friend? Nah, I don't mean that, man. It means don't give all your trust into your friend like you trust in the Most High. Trust in the Most High with all thine heart, man. Why? Because your friend can lead you astray, man. Keep reading.
Put ye not confidence in a guide.
Don't just trust that nigga, especially in New York. Don't take no directions from a nigga in New York. They gonna send you up around the block and into oblivion. You know what I'm saying? Trust not in a guide. Meaning when you traveling, know where you going, man, because you can't always rely on what somebody telling you on where to go. Keep reading.
Keep the doors of thy mouth from her that lieth in thy bosom.
Quit all that pillow talking, man. That's bitch assness. You laying down with your woman in the bed and you swear you got your best friend next to you, man. You know what I'm saying? You just telling her everything, and then the brother he was, he just was saying some things to me that I didn't agree with, and you just telling her everything, letting her know all the business between you and another brother. Let me tell you something about women, man. They are in a constant struggle with themselves and being seduced by the demons in this world to get over top of you, man, to find out how to rule over you, man. And what you doing essentially when you pillow talking, being a bitch ass nigga, you giving her every ammunition she need to rule over you. Next thing you know, you got there walking around the mall carrying her purse. You know what I'm saying? You going to the store buying the tampons and all that, man. Trying them on, make sure they straight. You know what I'm saying? You over there doing nail shopping with your woman and all that. Nail shopping for weaves and all that, man. Because you pillow talk. Real niggas don't pillow talk, man. Real priests and prophets of the Lord don't sit around pillow talking. Just always chitty chatty. Oh, he said that at the barbecue. That's what he said, baby. That's what he said. When you entertain that, you look like a bitch to her. She like, that's that gossip shit that she have with her friends. If she can get that at home, oh, she in heaven. If she can get you all chitty chatty and bitchy, you in heaven. They love telling a nigga one little thing and then get you all charged up. Oh yeah, did you know he said that to me? Now you know your rib is a lying, slanderous broad. You know it. But she tell you anything about a brother, and you already had an alt with the brother anyway. Now this is your opportunity to go and try to. So I heard you say, my woman said, if that's the first thing that come out your mouth, use a bitch ass nigga. If you go to a brother about an issue, and the first thing that come out your mouth is, my woman said this. Oh, so you tell me what your bitch said? Oh yeah, use a bitch ass nigga. I'm gonna tell you straight up. It's time to look in the mirror, old bitch ass nigga. Ahab ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's your new name. You got a new Hebrew name. It's Ahab. AKA bitch ass nigga. That's your new name. Pillow talking and all that. That ain't what soldiers do, man. If your woman coming to you and you know she lying, man, you be like, listen, I ain't with all that, man. Why is you even in that man business? Who was he talking to you directly? No? Then why the fuck you bringing it to me? Matter of fact, where's dinner? You know what I'm saying? You telling me about what this nigga said, ain't no food on my plate. Some brothers gonna have to, if we gonna build any type of nation, we're gonna have to have some type of nutsack. You know what I'm saying? Like I can imagine the white man on the old frontier when he was fighting for his America. Imagine if he listened to his woman and when she said, but you should stay home. There will be no America. Matter of fact, I wish he had listened to his woman. You know what I'm saying? Because eventually us slaves would have got up over that white boy. If he couldn't rule over his woman, and the white man don't know how to rule over his woman, that's why he be whooping her ass. You know what I'm saying? He beat his woman. That's why they think patriarchy means ass whooping. Because the white man, he's so weak, he ain't got no choice but to just either completely just throw money at the situation or just get the whooping her ass. You know what I'm saying? That white boy get drunk and get the whooping a bitch ass. Just come home and it's time. You know what I'm saying? He putting on the gloves and shit. Cause he know he about to get boxed mentally by that white woman. He know that a nigga just stretched it from one end of the wall to the next. And he coming and he trying to follow up behind that. He know it. But he too weak to have any power over that woman. You know what I'm saying? And she take that ass whooping. It's better than being a nigga in America. You know what I'm saying? That white woman take that ass whooping. The white woman got strong cheers, boy. You know what I'm saying? That's why they fighting so hard. That's why they rioting so much. Because in America, it is just shameful what's going on, man. This woman spirit and what's ruling over America is absolutely shameful, man. You know what I'm saying? That's it on that.
Come on.
Let me let's dive into some well, we're gonna dive into how brothers should be. You understand? And then we're gonna jump into the story of that broad. We're gonna break down the gods of this earth that we've been dealing with for thousands of years and how it all ties into woman worship. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go into the story of Jezebel a little bit. Let me give 1 Timothy chapter 3. Start at 1. And I'm going to take some questions right now in the class. Or online. Are we following this online? Do we got any questions online? Okay, Most High in Christ. Any questions in class? All right, Most High in Christ. So let's go ahead and get 1 Timothy chapter 3.
Khan. The book of 1 Timothy chapter 3 verse 1. This is a true saying. If a man desire the office of a bishop, he desireth a good work.
Okay. So you desire the office of a bishop, okay, meaning a high-ranked position in the church, meaning the congregation of the Lord, his people. Keep reading.
Khan, verse 2. A bishop then must be blameless.
Gotta be blameless, man. Read.
And the husband of one wife.
Now, what that mean? I know y'all thinking, oh, man can't have multiple women now, because it's the breakdown for that. Go ahead. Who is this?
This young man Willie. It don't mean that he can have one woman. It means that he's over one congregation.
One congregation, one body, one faith, man. You know what I'm saying? Fake Israelites get so caught up in, they miss the beauty of what the scripture is really talking about, because they use this so much to try to debunk multiple wives that you miss the beauty of this whole scripture. Matter of fact, jump to verse 4.
Verse 4. One that ruleth well with his own house.
A man got to rule well with his own house. They totally elude this scripture. You know what I'm saying? This is what it's about. This is a man that is in rulership. He got to first be able to rule his own house. If you getting checked by your woman at your house, don't bring your ass in the classroom and then try to tell a brother what he should do about his life.
Yeah, right.
You don't know what to do. You can't lead men, because a woman leads you. If we follow you and you following a woman, we ultimately serving a woman.
Damn right.
You got to be able to lead your own house. Read.
Khan. Having his children in subjection with all gravity. Verse 5. For if a man know not how to rule his own house,
go ahead.
How shall he take care of the church of the Most High?
How you know what I'm saying? How you gonna take care of the church of the Most High, and you can't rule your own house, Negro? Your kids out there smoking, getting high, being whores. You understand? Your wife in and out whenever she want to. You understand? And then you trying to tell the congregation how they need to be more godly. Negro, look at your situation. Like, everybody should know that these pastors is full of it, man. Creflo Dollar, his daughter out there in them streets, she belongs to the gang. Everybody in the streets of Atlanta know about that. Yet somehow, Creflo got all this respect. I look at his daughter's situation, she don't respect him. I be like, you know what I'm saying? Who is this man to follow? You understand? Who is this man to follow? He ain't got no control over his own house, man.
Yeah, right.
You got to be a brother that's blameless, man. This truth is your only wife. This truth is your only love. You got to be a brother that's hardcore like that. Christ was hardcore like that, man. You can't be some tomfool that everybody just run over. Because I guarantee you, your woman disrespect you, pretty much everybody in your life disrespect you, man.
Damn right.
Everybody, everywhere you go, you the butt of the joke, man. You know what I'm saying? You the Negroes just be like, yeah, this old boy, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, his wife, she out there in them streets, man. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody listening to you. Yeah, she belong to the game, man, you know. It is what it is. It's either you decide to be in the spirit of Christ, or you be Ahab, man. Let me get that in let me see. 1 Kings chapter 16. Okay. And let's start at verse 29, I believe. Oh, let me get it real quick. I'm going to show y'all something here, man. What we at on time?
6-7.
All right, we doing good on time. I'm going to show y'all something. Go ahead and read it.
1 Kings chapter 16, verse 29. And in the 38th year, Asa, king of Judah, began Ahab, the son of Omri, to reign over Israel. And Ahab, the son of Omri, reigned over Israel in Samaria 22 years.
Oh, Salakia. Started off chapters. What verse you at?
29, sir.
Oh, okay, yeah, keep reading.
Verse 30. And Ahab, the son of Omri, did evil in the sight of the Lord.
Go ahead.
Salakia. Above all that were before him.
Hold on now. So, Ahab, he did evil in the sight of the Lord before all the kings before him. This man Ahab. So what is this telling you? That the Lord looks down on you, man, and he's seeing how you doing, man. He's seeing how you move, and he's judging how you move. Not only you, but even compared to men before you. So you in this truth, the Lord looking down at you, man. He looking at your brotherhood. He looking at how you treat a brother and what you think about another brother, man. The thoughts about another brother that you got. The thoughts about a sister. The thoughts about your wife, how you running your household. How you running your children, man. The Lord's seeing that, man. And he judging it. All this is getting recorded. You want to be that 144,000, you need to be circumspect and prudent in matters, man.
Damn right.
In everything, man. Let me tell you something. Brotherhood is a weapon. It ain't no flowery hug. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no spiritual connection. It ain't this feeling. It is a weapon. And you got to yield brotherhood like a sword, man. It's hard, like I'm going to tell you, it's hard to do the hard thing. It's hard to go up to a brother and keep it 100, man. And say what's on your mind. Say what's real. Having respect for one another. Not being phony, man. Keeping it 100. Saying what it is. It's hard doing that. But the Lord looking down on us, man. And he's seeing who's worthy. Who's worthy. These scriptures are filled with so many men before us that fell weak, especially to the spirit of worshiping a woman. The Lord looked down on that, man. That's why I say Ahab did evil. It say he did evil in the sight of the Lord above all that were before him. And we're going to get into what that evil was. Read.
Verse 31. And it came to pass, as if it had been a light thing for him to walk in the sins of
Jeroboam, the Lord killed him. And Ahab, he seen that and was like, all right, you know what I'm saying? He seen it as a light thing. Keep reading.
The son of Nebat, that he took to wife Jezebel, the daughter of Elbahal, king of the Zidonians.
The Zidonians. This is a heathen woman. During that time in Judah, in the kingdom of Judah, the lands were split up. So if you go into history, you'll see that it's kind of in question who was in rulership at a certain part of the coast of Judah during that time because of the split in the kingdom. So the Zidonians had part ownership in that land. You understand? See what that is. So matter of fact, let's get in the Bible dictionary. The Zidonians. Oh no, what I tell you to hold in the Bible dictionary?
It's like it, sir.
The Zidonians, right?
Zidonians, kind of.
Yeah, go ahead.
Zidonians tells me to go to Zidon. In the Bible dictionary, page 617. Usually Zidon in the Old Testament, and always Sidon in the New Testament.
Right, so Zidon is the same as Sidon spelled with an S. So the Zidon spelled with the Z. In the New Testament, it's the same Sidon spelled with an S. When it talks about Tyre and Sidon, that's what it's speaking about, the same people. Go ahead.
Canaanite city.
Canaanite, Hamites. Go ahead.
22 miles north of Tyre.
Uh-huh.
Chief gods were Baal.
Okay. Who were their chief gods?
Baal.
And who else?
And Ashereth.
Who?
Ashereth.
Who?
Ashereth.
Look up what Ashereth is. I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you something in these scriptures, man. We gon' listen, you think I.S.U.P.K like we just out here BSing. I'm going to show you that the same gods that we worship thousands of years ago is just crept through time, man. Crept through time. The white man took these gods and implemented them to his society in the time of the Greeks and the Romans and even into America today. Read Ashereth.
The Bible, Compact Bible Dictionary, Zandervan, Compact Bible Dictionary, page 59.
Uh-huh.
Ashereth, a goddess of the Canaanites.
A goddess of the Canaanites. Read.
Worshipped all along the seacoast from Ras Shamra southward through Phoenicia.
Uh-huh.
And Philistia.
Uh-huh.
The plural Asheroth is found commonly and refers to the idols representing her. Her male consort was apparently Baal.
Uh-huh.
And the two were worshipped with lewd rites. In Judges 2:11 through 23, we were told that Israel forsook their God and served Baal and Ashereth.
So Israel did what?
Forsook their God and served Baal and Ashereth.
Okay, and it should give you a little bit about what Ashtaroth represents. Go ahead, keep reading.
The prophet Samuel brought about a great revival, but therefore Israel could be saved from the Philistines.
Hold up on that. Let me get it real quick, because we might have missed something. Oh yeah. Keep reading. Keep on reading.
They had to give up Asherah and turn to Jehovah. Genesis related the name Asherah to the Persian word Sitara, or star, and connects it with Venus, the goddess of love.
You see that? Let me let's get up to Ashtaroth, the plural form. Up, you see that where it said that? Ashtaroth. Yeah, read that.
Zondervan Compact Dictionary, Bible Dictionary, Page 59. Ashtaroth is plural for Ashtoreth, name of any of the fertility goddesses in the ancient Near East. Babylonian, Ishtar. Greek, Ashtorite.
Right. So this goes back to that old fertility god, man. And you can go and find all them images on Google and all that. They worship this god as a this was a female deity that they worship, and they had statues of this god and everything, and it all turned back into woman worship in history, man. This Ashtaroth, it's been since the Babylonians, man. Thousands of years ago. The god of fertility. I'm going to show you something. Give me Diane in the Bible dictionary.
Hello, okay.
Diana, my bad.
Khan Khan.
Uh-huh.
Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary. Page 132. Diana, the Roman goddess of the moon.
Uh-huh.
Identified with Artemis, her Greek counterpart.
So Artemis was her Greek counterpart. Go ahead.
Usually represented as a virgin huntress.
A virgin huntress. Sound familiar. It sounded familiar. Read.
Khan Khan. The Diana of the Ephesians was a combination of the Greek Artemis and she, the Semitic goddess Ashtoreth.
Hold on now. Read that again, because I think that went over their head.
Khan Khan. The Diana of the Ephesians was a combination of the Greek Artemis and the Semitic goddess Ashtoreth.
And the Semitic goddess Ashtoreth, man. Didn't we just read that? You see where the white man got that from? Diana is Ashtoreth, man. Just in another name, another form, thousands of years later. It said, go back up when it say the Roman goddess of the moon. I didn't read that part again.
Khan. The Roman goddess of the moon, identified with Artemis, her Greek counterpart, usually represented as a virgin huntress.
I want y'all to remember that. Okay, remember the virgin huntress part. Now jump down to where you left off.
Khan. Salaki, sir. The patroness of the sexual instinct. Her images were libation.
No, just read that sentence again. You ain't got to start in the middle of the sentence.
Oh, Khan, sir. The Diana of the Ephesians was a combination of the Greek Artemis and the Semitic goddess Ashtoreth. The patroness of the sexual instinct.
The patroness of the sexual instinct, man. Where do you think these sisters be getting that? I'm just exploring my sexuality from, man. Where you think they getting that idea from, man? This the demon that's in America, man. That's where they getting that. I'm just exploring my sexual. What is the power of a woman in America? To be a whore. What, does she get to sleep with who she want? Throw you on child support. She get to go around making as many babies as she want. Put a nigga on child support and don't nobody scrutinize her behavior. It falls all on the man. She just get to be the biggest hoe she want to be and nobody challenges it. Keep reading.
Khan. Her images were libacious.
Lascivious.
Her images were lascivious. Her special worship was centered in the great temple at Ephesus.
That's it on that. Let's look up what lascivious means. When it say that her images were lascivious. That sound like something. Look. It ain't gonna be in the Bible dictionary, I don't think. You can look at that up on Google.
I have it here, sir.
Go ahead. Lascivious? You got lascivious?
It's lasciviousness. Come on, sir. Let me just find out where to start again. Salaki. Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary, page 319. Lasciviousness. Shameful. Immorality. Lascivious.
No, look up the Google definition of lascivious. Oh, you don't got to. I'll read it. This is what lascivious means according to the Oxford Language Dictionary. It's an adjective of a person, manner, or gesture, feeling or revealing an overt and often offensive sexual desire. Offensive sexual desire. You see how these sisters walk up in these streets half naked? It's like you committing sexual assault, man.
Right.
It is because they worshiping the god of Diana, Ashtaroth.
Yeah, right.
Brothers is worshiping. They were worshiping them hoes on that strip club. I mean, just doing all types of wickedness and evilness up in that strip club, man. Busting it all over. That's what they say. Twerk, 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 twerk. Every hoe got a twerk video. You get a wife today, brother, and this. I feel sorry for my sons, cause in they time, by the time it comes for them to get a wife, 98% chance that she got a goddamn twerk video out on YouTube, brother. I'm telling you right now, she got a twerk video. What's your question?
Like you, sir. They're exposing our young ladies, our women,
right,
our young girls in the household to
right,
this early in life.
Right.
They want them all to be like Wonder Woman.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Wonder Woman's name is Diana.
Diana, come on with it.
You know what I'm saying?
A Greek god, man.
Sir. She's an Amazonian god.
You know what I'm saying? It's all the same deity, man. They give it different words. This spirit has been going back for thousands of years. We've been dealing with it for thousands of years, man. That's why I expect it take a special type of brother to fight against this, man. To stand up against this, man. Because it's a powerful demon that ain't leaving. You got to subdue that demon, man. You got to show the Lord that you worthy of his crown, man. You got to show the Lord. You got to be damn near, listen. That's why you can't be too attached to things of this world, man.
Yeah, right.
Don't be too attached to your kids to where you'll sacrifice serving the Most High, man. You just so in love. You just so in love with the idea of love that you go run out and get you old lascivious Ashtaroth worshiping broad, man. Just so wanting to be loved and have a counterpart and a mate. Paul did. Paul was. He didn't take a wife. Christ ain't take a wife, cause they knew what they was up against. Christ. Salaki, brother. Say Salaki before you speak out. But what'd you say? All right, just y'all keep your phones on mute. If you got a question, say Salaki. But Christ, when he was here in the form of Adam, he learned his lesson. He said, "Look, I ain't taking no wife," because he wanted to be completely dedicated to building up this truth, man, spreading this truth. You understand? What was that, Diana? Let me So we read that. So let me ask y'all this: who is Diana in his form today? Or Ashtaroth?
Salaki, sir.
Go ahead. Who is this?
This young man, Willie.
Go ahead.
That would be who the Christian folks and Catholic folks call Mary. Salaki.
You damn right. The Virgin Mary. The Virgin Mary. And who would be her counterpart? Who would be her counterpart? Anybody know?
Salaki, sir.
Go ahead.
Are you referring to, how like Christian women, they be in church, that y'all hugging themselves, they be like, oh, I
No, I'm talking about her counterpart. I'm talking about the deity, the counterpart that's a deity. Go ahead.
Come. Caesar Borgia.
You damn right. Jesus Christ. Jesus. Oh my Jesus. Who is what? Essentially, Baal.
Damn right.
Baal, man. Or Artemis. Or Zeus. Whatever name you want to give them. They all the same deity, man. They all the same worship. That's why, essentially, they saying if Virgin Mary had sex with God, essentially she had sex with Jesus. Flip you on your head on that one. That's some disgusting shit right there. And it's a reason why they put her up. Christ had a father, or who you know is Christ, whose name is Yahushua. He got a father. The nigga was a nigga. He was a nigga with a job. He was a nigga with a job and understood the laws and understood to teach his son the laws. Christ had knowledge not because he was just that special. He had knowledge because his daddy taught him the laws.
Yeah, right.
It's a reason why they want you to think Mary was just out here on her own. To undermine the importance of a black father. Don't get it twisted, man. Don't get it twisted. They've purposely done this, man. They purposely installed this into their Roman Catholic doctrine and into Christianity, man. They taking the same gods and they seen how they propped up them same gods in the ancient times, going all the way back to the Babylonians, and how they controlled the people and how they ruled over the people. Because why? The white man understands just like the serpent understood, because the white man is the same as the serpent in the garden, that in order to rule man, he must control woman, because that is one of man's strongest, weakest downfalls, man. So he had to prop up the same gods that men have been following for the last thousands of years. He just gave them different names. Because he understands how to rule over a nation. That's why he propped up the black woman in the black community. It ain't because you sisters is just so special. You thinking you over a man because of your doing. It ain't. It's a strategic war strategy by the white man. Now, sisters who understand this, they know to be down with that black man, man.
Damn right.
Submit to that brother, man. Ride with that brother. Why? Because they all fighting the same demon that has ruled for thousands of years, man. They understand that. You understand? Give me 1 Kings 18 verse 19, I want to say.
Come, sir. 1 Kings, chapter 18, verse 19. Now therefore send and gather to me all Israel unto Mount Carmel.
So all Israel's being gathered up to Mount Carmel. Read.
And the prophets of Baal, 450.
Uh-huh.
And the prophets of the groves, 400, which eat at Jezebel's table.
They was all following Jezebel, man. They was all following this broad, man. All Israel. Falling up under the Jezebel. And who was her god? Who was this Canaanite woman's god? Ashtoreth. And Baal, man. So you see, we've been doing this, man. We've been battling this in the spirit. You understand? Give me Revelations 2 and 20.
Go. The book of Revelation, chapter 2, verse 20. Notwithstanding, I have a few things against thee, because thou sufferest that a woman, Jezebel, which calleth herself a prophetess, to teach.
Do what?
To teach.
Do what?
To teach.
And do what?
To teach and seduce my servants to commit fornication.
To teach and seduce my servants to commit fornication, man. That's what happens when you got that Christian woman up in that church hollering Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. She getting you to serve Satan, man. She getting you to serve Baal. She getting ready to tell you something that's going to destroy the nation. A woman ain't supposed to teach men, brother. A woman ain't supposed to be sent up over a congregation of men telling men what the Bible say. Because she going to tell you, she going to seduce you. Brothers, y'all know y'all got to stop being evil to your wives, going out there and making them babies with the mother women. What scripture is that, sister? Brother, it's in the spirit, brother. Don't read that Bible like you read the white man's version, brother. The Lord talks to me. He in my head. And you like a fool. Niggas believe that garbage, man. Jesus spoke with me personally this morning. He wanted me to tell you, sister, everything's going to be all right. See, you don't have to put up with that man in that house. Girl, if he ain't no good, throw him away. I was doing Uber one time, man, and I went to go pick up this Uber ride, and it turned out to be this sister at church. And she get in the car, she's just talking on the phone with, I don't know, her mother or somebody, and she had just came from church service. Big old Christian hat. She had to be in her 20s. So I said she's starting early, because usually it'd be them older women with them big old Christian hats. So I said, oh yeah, this is a holy, sanctified Christian right here, boy. And so I'm over hearing her talk to her mama, and she said, you know what? I was in church today, and I started thinking, and the spirit came over me. I ain't got to deal with the nigga I've been dealing with for the last 5 years. And I started hearing all the reasons why she say she ain't want to deal with him no more, because he don't go to church with me, and he's going to school. He a brother in school. He went to Morehouse, got a job lined up from him. He one of them old do good boy. But just because he ain't want to go to church with her, now she contemplating whether or not she should be in a relationship with his brother. She ready to leave him. I said, goddamn, she went up in that church and then felt empowered to come out and leave her man. So what that tell you about what your Christian preacher teaching your woman in that Christian church? That she ain't got to deal with you, man. She ain't got to deal with your authority. She ain't got to respect you. She can just leave you. You know what I mean? Because you just an expendable thing to her. You know what I'm saying? She's a goddess. She don't have to tolerate your bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Ain't that something? Ain't that something? That's what they teaching up in that Christian church, man. This same garbage they've been teaching for thousands of years, man. Read it again.
Book of Revelation, chapter 2, verse 20. Notwithstanding, I have a few things against thee, because thou hast suffered a woman, Jezebel, which calleth herself a prophetess.
Don't Christian black women love to be like, I'm prophetess Juanita Biden.
Yeah, right.
They love to prop up themselves. Go ahead. Who is this?
The young man Willie.
Go ahead.
It's so heavy that you bring that point out right there. Everything that you saying in this particular point right here, it reminds me of a rap song that Plies wrote a while back. Ran off from the plug twice. It's a verse in there that say they call her Magnum because she ran through Shalakia.
Young man Willie. He talking about because she ran through. And a lot of times, them Christian women, brother, they do be ran through, brother. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. They in that Christian church getting all types of spiritual feelings, and it be sexual, man. It don't got. Yeah. He here? Okay, yeah. Yeah. But yeah.
That's right, yes, sir.
Yeah. What's your question?
Hey, that's like a key point what you bringing
Right, yeah. Right, she ain't sat down and learned these scriptures none. She woke up and Jesus was talking to her. She heard Jesus. She heard Jesus. And Jesus said, niggas ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas ain't shit. And so now she a prophetess. Now she starting up a ministry and she going around telling sisters how much they ain't got to put up with a nigga bullshit. Where that's in the scriptures? Where that's in the Bible? Go ahead. Who is this?
This young man Xavier.
Go ahead.
If I could add on to what y'all saying, man, it's almost like, you know, when it comes to women, it's like the Bible is something everybody feels they can just pick up and read a few scriptures, and then when they hit Jesus, now they just know everything. Like, they take it for granted. Like, that's like saying, you know, you can dribble a basketball and throw it in the hoop, and all of a sudden you can just go to the NBA, or you can throw a football, you can go straight to the NFL.
Man,
like, there's practice have all these teachers that teach you how to do that stuff.
Man,
but when it comes to the Bible, everybody want to feel like, because you can pick it up and you can read a few words, okay, now I got it. But that ain't what the Bible says. That ain't what, you don't know what you're talking about.
Right. Yeah, you so right, brother, because they just disrespect the Bible, man. And that's why they don't understand why we be so adamant in telling you don't know what the hell you talking about. Shema.
Damn right.
Shaquat.
Right.
Shut your damn mouth, you stupid. You don't know nothing. Sit down. Because you ain't sacrificed what we sacrificed to learn this. Nigga, you still in the strip club. How you gonna tell me about the Bible? You smoke, nigga. So you know Psalms wasn't even really talking about a man. You blow. You know how a nigga blow the smoke out of his. And you telling me about the Bible? I gave up weed. I sacrificed hoes. I sacrificed doing my own, going after my own personal lust to sit down amongst brothers and learn at the feet of prophets over me, man. Right. That are authorized to learn this Bible, that's been authorized to teach this scripture, that's been doing it in the streets since 1969, man. Right. But now you telling me somebody, now I got to listen to some hoe that come around with her titties out, swearing she a God-fearing woman. Titties all out, talking about, you know what I'm saying, I could teach the Bible too. Titties bouncing, I could teach the Bible. No, you cannot. You can shut the hell up, put on a dress, put on a head wrap, and learn. Like, what the hell you got to tell me about this Bible? You ain't in depth with these scriptures. That's why you notice your Christian preachers, the main ones, the mega church ones, the ones that you will feel like God with them the most, they don't ever try to battle us in the scriptures. They will never, listen, your Christian preacher, if he try to battle, I'm talking about, if you caught T.D. Jakes in the streets and you managed to finesse him into a little argument, this nigga, before he even touched the scriptures, first off, he would never jump into the scriptures with you. He gonna talk about his bank account before, brother, where your paper at? Where your millions of followers at, brother? Where your Instagram likes at? The Lord with me. Like, what the hell they got to do with Psalms 89 and 3? You know what I'm saying? What the hell they got to do with? He is not going to battle you in them scriptures. Because they don't know what the hell they talk. They don't have a clue what the hell they talking about. They don't have a clue what the hell this Bible talking about. They don't even know that the judgment that's set forth in this Bible is against them.
Yeah, right.
Because if they knew, they wouldn't be sitting up in that Christian church sucking up every dollar out of black people, man. Not having no regards for God's people. Salaki, the brother Malakwa, how you say your name again, brother?
Salaki, sir.
Makwalak. What's your question?
I was gonna say, when you said like they don't have authority to
Man, no, duh. You know what I'm saying? Of course they gonna go with it. They the weaker vessel. Whatever. That's what I'm telling you. If you follow a woman, I don't give a damn. She could be so convincing. I mean, she could just have a titty plopped out, licking on the titty, talking about some. God gave me a vision. You know what I'm saying? If you follow that broad, guess where she gonna lead you? Straight back to worshiping the white man, brother. I'm telling you gonna go up the block, round the corner, make a left, and be right back to worshiping the white man, man. She don't have no goddamn wisdom to get you nowhere where the Lord wants you, man. I don't give a damn how convincing of a job. I don't care how many tears she cried. She got both of your kids right here talking about something. But Jesus, no, brother. Don't listen to that Christian black woman. She, and Lord be with her, she will destroy you, brother. Because I'm going to read, matter of fact, keep reading. I'm going to show you the characteristic of an old Jezebel Christian black woman. Keep reading. I'm going to show y'all right. I'm going to prove all things. Read.
To teach and to seduce my servants to commit fornication and to eat things sacrificed unto idols. Verse 21. And I gave her space to repent of her fornication.
I gave her space to repent of her fornication. Read.
And she repented not.
Man, is that not you cannot put nothing on no black Christian woman. She will take responsibility for nothing. The black man ain't in the household. Okay, well, if the black man ain't been in the household for the last 60 years, who's responsible for the destruction in the black community? The black man. Okay, all right. Well, he ain't in the house. Okay. What's some more things they say that they just always blame a nigga? Blame a nigga. Hit me with some more. I know y'all brothers know you get beat upside the head every day by your woman every day. Tell me some things she always blame you for. Brother, see, they quiet now. Go ahead.
Don't want to listen, being too aggressive.
Huh?
Don't want to listen and being too aggressive.
Right. Try to always reverse on you as to why they should not listen to you. You know what I'm saying? You don't say it in the right way. Well, if I say it nice, you ignore me and play me like a sucker. If I get loud with you and cuss you out, you might listen. Just always in the spirit of never wanting to take responsibility. Never wanting to admit your faults. And let me tell you something. That is not even good signs of a leader, let alone a prophet.
Damn right.
You can't ever take responsibility. A lot of you sisters in the world, you know you was like that, man. Didn't ever want to take. I got 3 kids and my niggas ain't shit. Oh, shit. Well, you know what I'm saying? I mean, well, damn, sis. At what point did you realize that maybe it was you? You know what I'm saying? At what point did you ever try to look inside and say, it's my fault? That is the most powerful thing you could do as a black woman. You always talking about being empowered. This is how you empower yourself, black woman. Take responsibility for your shit.
Yeah, right.
Say to yourself, everything that has happened to me has been my fault. The reason why that black man ain't in my house taking care of them kids with me and holding and loving me and holding me down is because I opened my mouth and ran him out.
Damn right.
Take some ownership, man. That's where you start. That's where you start. And then, once you learn how to submit yourself in that regard, you'll find yourself with a man that's going to teach you these laws and get you this understanding, and then the Lord might give you a vision. And then that brother, he going to determine whether or not that vision was of the Lord. You could do great works in this truth, but it ain't by being like Jezebel. Oh, seducing, always trying to seduce somebody into evil, wickedness, man. never wanting to take responsibility for yourself. All these things that we read in these scriptures, be mindful of those things, brother, because you want to judge a woman by those things. Just hit her with some random stuff. If you dealing with a woman with kids by another man, just ask her. So what happened with the last one? Where the father at? Oh, he wasn't shit. That's a red flag. That's a red flag right there. She got him on child support. You better not put no rod in that bra. She got a nigga on child support. Yeah, right. And how the hell you gonna be with? How the hell she gonna be with a black man and she oppressing another black man? And you down with that? Man, you better stand for something, black man. Damn right. You want to be in that 144,000. If you want to be like the rest of these Negroes out here and have sex with all these Jezebel whores, go ahead. But if you want to be special, you want to be set apart, you want to have a piece in Christ's kingdom, you're going to have to be different, man. You can't worship Baal and Ashtaroth, man. A brother had a question?
Yes, a lot. So this young man, David. As I was here listening to what you were saying, man, what I just thought about was the reason why, the women want to blame us for why they're the way that they are. And it's because they envy our oppressor just like a man in the world would envy their oppressor. Because the white man, he feels that he can do whatever he want to do and get away with it when he does wrong things to us. So when a woman sees that, she want to be just like the oppressor. She want to be God. That's why she was tempted in the garden to be just like him. So whatever the oppressor's going to do to get over on us, that sister know how to do what she can to get over on us too. That's why they hit us on child support. That's why the favors always turn into their favor whenever something happens to them.
Oh
he
yeah.
hit me. He raped me.
Oh yeah.
Put your hands. Yes, you want to arrest.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing.
You right, brother. You right, because guess what? They fall. Listen, black women are not dumb, brother. These women are not dumb. I'm talking about women of heathen nations, women around the world. They ain't dumb. They knowing the game, brother. They know how they could use they simplicity and reverse it into having authority and power over you. They knowing that people looking at her like she ain't really knowing what's going on, and so they try to reverse that and seduce you and try to get over you, man. They in a constant struggle with that demon that's in the earth. That Asheroth demon, the god of lasciviousness, and the god of lust, and the god of desire and fertility. She is in constant struggle with that demon in herself. She got to battle demons too. She constantly wants to rule over you in her mind because she feel like she should be in charge. Yeah, right. In her mind, if you let her, she will try to run you. And she will do all types of wickedness to try to run you, brother. Damn right. A woman that's in the spirit, man, she fights that demon in her head. She say, despite her own wants, she puts that selfishness aside and she follows what the Most High say, man. Because she's knowing in herself, she's knowing in herself that she has that weakness. She knowing in herself she can't really lead men. She knowing in herself she really just she really has to I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna show y'all in the scriptures what to look for, man. Go ahead.
If I could, sir, like even with the child support, right? When they put the police on the brother, ain't that kind of like I don't know how to explain it, but just straight to the point, ain't that kind of like snitch? Like you know how they be like calling niggas snitch, but then you snitch like is it kind? You know what I'm saying?
Nah, it ain't no snitching. in a sense. It's deeper than that. It's an outright betrayal. It's treason. It's treason. She's a traitor to her nation. If a black woman march her big, simple behind down to the child support office and put a bounty on your head, it's just that, a bounty. And she is a traitor. She is a traitor to her race, to her people, and she hates her children. She hates them. She doesn't have love in her heart. She doesn't have compassion. A woman like this is a cold, dead thing. You understand? She doesn't have feeling. It's a monstrous thing that lives in her. This is a dragon. She has the spirit of the devil in her. It's worse. It's worse than just snitching. Snitching is just somebody that lacks integrity. You understand? Afraid to stand up to the to their consequences. A woman that takes a brother on child support is a traitor, and a traitor should be put to death. I'm gonna tell you straight up. Had it not been for the Lord, a lot of these sisters would just be wiped out. And I'm gonna tell you something. Y'all brothers I got into watching the early morning news. Early morning news is when they hit you with all the shit that happened the night before. When it got dark, when it gets dark, I'm going to tell you something, man. It be a lot of cases where brothers straight up kill a woman over child support, man. It's constantly on the news. You notice that? Yeah, it's always on the news where you just see, like, dang, like, brothers out here murking these women over child support. I'm talking about just walk up to them broad day at the job, dome shot. I done seen something. It's like that child support is so cruel that a brother will roll up to your job, put a 4-5 in your face, and blow your head off. And you know what I say when I see that? And I found out she got him on child support. I say, Shalom. You know what I'm saying? I be like, got what she was coming. Got what was coming. Imagine the cruelty of taking a man's child, putting him out the house, putting him on child support, and now you got some new nigga up in the house beating on your child, molesting your child, and you paying for it all. Yeah, right. It's a merciful thing that every black woman it's the mercy of a black man, because a black man just so merciful. Damn right. That he ain't just killed. This should rule this earth. I'm gonna tell you straight up, because you take my child and then run off and have some nigga, Shalom. You know what I'm saying? They talk about cheaper to keep her. Shit. That's why you remember Ray Caruth made that bitch do a magic trick. She disappeared, nigga. I'm trying to tell you, it's crazy. It's evil. It's evil to fall into that lust. Cause all it is, she just lusting. She knows she can. You know what I'm saying? It's just like how you know you can go get a blunt and get high in America. And it's cause it's available to you. That's all it is. She knows she can run down there and ruin your life. And she just like, ooh, I hate this nigga. She just all caught up in her emotions. Usually it stems from she find out you got another woman, which according to God, you got every right to. Now imagine that. Something that even if a brother is a sinful bastard in the world, he got the right to get another woman according to God. That ain't a sin. That there ain't a sin. But she go and she betrays the nation because something you lawfully can do. She goes and does the ultimate, like, just disrespect and slap in her face for something you lawfully that God ordains you to do. But according to God, she gonna do that. You can put her to death, and you don't put her to death. Now imagine that mercy. Damn right. You can have another woman according to God, but she can't leave you and go get another man. That's called adultery. She could die for that, and that brother. But you don't kill her. Imagine that mercy. Go ahead, brother.
Okay. It's heavy that you bring that point out, man. Because, you know, a lot of times when I be talking about, like, the whole polygamy shit, man, it's like this. Like, that being get that driver's license, you go get your first car. That dealer tell you what car you got to buy, or do you pick your own car? If you go get a gun permit so that you can go and carry a carry a gun, when you go to that gun shop and go pick out a gun, they tell you what gun you got to get with that license. You pick whatever the hell you want.
Right.
It's the same thing when it comes to us having another woman if we chose to do it. It's just a personal preference. Now,
Right.
it may be some brothers that may not want to have multiple women.
Right.
He just might get lucky and find a brother who just only wants one woman.
Right.
But you can't bastardize and criticize him just because he wants more than one. Because the way they look at it when it comes to having another woman, they like a side piece. You just want it because you just want somebody to have sex with. But if they knew.
We gotta hold on, slack, bro. We gotta cut the time short because time running out. But I'm gonna tell you just straight up, who gives a damn what they think? You know what I'm saying? Like just straight up, who gives a damn? That argument, I be seeing that argument going on for hours and hours on Facebook. And my thing is, I wouldn't even waste my breath arguing with no broad over something she ain't got no say so on anyway. It's like a sandwich, please. You understand? But let me get this last scripture so we can get up out of here, and then we're gonna wrap it up. 1 Timothy 3, verse 10. Start at verse 10. Y'all get that scripture, man. This is the last scripture for the night.
Come. The book of 1 Timothy, chapter 3, verse 10. And let these also first be proved, then let them use the office of a deacon, being found blameless.
Go ahead.
Verse 11. Even so must their wives be grave, not slanderers.
Not what?
Not slanderers.
Not what?
Not slanderers.
Your wife ain't supposed to be no slanderer, man. You got an old slanderous broad in your bedroom, man. Just lying on brothers. He had came up to me and said this and that, knowing you ain't even speak to that broad. But she over there telling you, charging you up. Now here you go like Boo Boo the Fool, throwing on a cape for something your host said, man. You ain't man enough to check her, but you'll go get up in a brother face, and now you want to do him harm. But you ain't man enough to check that broad in her mouth in the house. Now, how many brothers done died? Why is this even bringing up slanderer, not a slanderer? That's the first thing it say about a woman in the scripture, to not be a slanderer. It don't even say don't be a hoe. It say don't be a slanderer. Because ain't nothing worse than a slanderer. Somebody just lying on your name, man. How many brothers done died because some broad just lied on a brother, man?
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah, he fought me, and then she done lied to her cousins and uncles, and they ride on you, and y'all end up in a shootout. Everybody dead. All because her silly, stupid behind, man. All because brothers ain't being a brother to another brother. Your woman coming to you like, well, why did he say that to you? Well, why are y'all sitting down talking anyway? How did that conversation happen?
Yeah, right.
It's questions to be asked when some broad just come up to me telling me something about what some other brother said or did. Why are you in his face anyway? Well, I was listening into, oh, you was listening to what? You understand? And with that, I'm going to pass the class to Priest and Officer Yahanna. With that, shalom. Nah, not that I know. It's their obligation to report.
I.S.U.P.K security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. The rule for a new brother or sister, new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves with the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to the brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, they will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3:8 through 10. Ma'ashra means tenth in the Hebrew. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund is a free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations. We have the Feast of First Fruits, June 5th. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, boots, shirt, pants, headband, or scarf. And with that, men of Israel, Majum, give a courtesy salute to the men. Majum Shabbat, Majum, Barak, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Brakathum. What we just said is the Most High, Most High, in the name of Christ, bless you. Yahanna hands down. Armies a turn. Give us a courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Majum Shabbat, Majum, Barak, Yahweh Shamar Alatham Bashem Yahweh Shai. What we just said is the Most High, bless you, watch over you in the name of Christ. Yahanna hands down.